Yo, what's good? This is Fat Papi back with the Fat Papi Slim Papi podcast. We got a full house today. Got the whole crew. We got Slim Papi. We have Medium Papi.
I'm medium and slim at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
God.
That's nasty.
Pause.
And together we form the podcast Poppies.
Fat Papi Slim Papi podcast. Going back at it like a crack addict. Doing
2020
gymnastics.
in this bitch. Whole new decade.
Yep, 2020. So I want to talk about vagina hair.
Gross. Just right off the bat, huh?
How has vagina hair ever deterred you from doing anything that you're gonna do?
No.
Have you ever had vagina hair so overgrown that you had to use your two fingers and go down and then kind of spread them to part the hair?
No.
I guess that it tastes like I'm eating a mop.
Sir,
Have you ever used
what
hair
has
as a
gon on
toothpick?
in your life? What kind of nasty Tinder you be on?
Yo, that's just crazy.
Yo, speaking of nasty Tinder, what was that you used to tell me before we started recording, Fat Papi?
I think it's called like Insane Fuck or some shit like that, where it's literally just a sex app. It's not.
Are you sure you weren't seeing like an ad on like Pornhub that was trying to like fucking give you spam and malware?
No, it's some shit that's like I even seen people talk about it on like Instagram. It's kind of an ongoing meme. Let me look it up.
I know on Instagram they be trying to throw out all different types of shit like wildgirlsmash.com. Freaking those girls are always yada yada. They're always doing backflips for dick. It's like what?
They're always doing backflips for dick is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
That's some. That's kind of cool. I would definitely want to see how a chick would really be like, "Yo, backflip for dick, real quick." Like, sure.
She claps and then does a back. Okay, boom, right into the back. Like, damn, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those right there. Shit.
So watch them
It won't
feet,
hurt
baby. My nasty ass.
Oh,
Better watch them feet, baby.
Oh.
Might get tangled up.
Yeah, knowing you, before she
You
can
might
even
get
land
knocked
on the
down.
floor, you nasty ass, put your hands out to grab her feet. Think y'all like some gymnasts in this bitch.
hold on. We got gym stars in the building. Yeah,
She's like, I don't know what happened. I went over to Fat Papi's house and I just totally just jammed my toe on his tongue. Strange.
That there's so many levels of gross to that. Jamming your toe on someone's tongue. The amount of
about right to
pressure
me.
that's needed for that. Ew.
A lot of force and a lot of saliva. For a week, I had to talk with a lisp like this.
Like,
It's just
that's a
nasty.
classic. Nasty though.
But it's now that it's 2020. I was talking to that girl, and to be honest, there is very few people that I think should even be considered for this. I feel like they actually did get it right. Hip hop. I think it was not even hip hop artist of the decade. It was just artist of the decade. Went to Kendrick Lamar,
Okay.
and I just said I would kind of find it hard to say anybody else. And I told my girl about it, and she's like, "Oh, that's just that mainstream shit." And I'm like, I don't really see that as that. I'm like, this is
He's
the
only
biggest-
mainstream now at the end of the decade. He wasn't mainstream
Yeah.
when he was at the beginning. He was like just coming off of a mixtape. He didn't even have Section 80 put out, and that was like damn near an album. So
Well, yeah. Section 80 was his
First
Section-
album.
yeah, but I'm just like, no, you got to understand, he's not. I can't say he's mainstream for the simple fact when he came into the game, he was doing his own shit. Like, he didn't sound like anybody else. The sound that was going on right then was all about fucking, doing weird dances and niggas gyrating their hips and stuff like that. And he was coming out with lyrical hip hop, which really just was not being done at that point in time. And yeah, and they broke it down. They're like, all right, he has multiple classic albums, which I'm like, okay. Look through to see what they said were classic albums. I personally think To Pimp a Butterfly is a classic album to me, but I understand why other people wouldn't.
It is a classic album, but it doesn't make it the most popular album.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City is going to be
The most
something
popular.
highly recognized. Yeah, and they said the Damn album was a classic album as well.
Yeah.
He got nominated for 14 Grammys, which is the most nominations by an artist since Michael Jackson's Thriller. So something that only him and Michael Jackson hold in common, which is fucking nuts. And then also winning a Pulitzer Prize, which is something that's not even given out to hip hop artists. That is literally just an art award for the highest caliber. But normally it's people that are working in classical, things like that. For that to be so acknowledged, like, yeah, I kind of have to give it to him. And then
honestly, for the Pulitzer Prize alone makes it very hard to say for anyone else. I mean, honestly, Drake would probably be the closest person that I would say would, give Kendrick the run for his money, because even though he didn't get no Pulitzer Prize or anything, just the amount of hits that he came out with, just song or single after single, just it was always a smash.
How many classic albums do you think Drake has? Albums where people are going to be like, yo, I'm listening to this, you know what I mean, all the way through, like people are doing with, fucking Good Kid, Mad City and the Damn album.
Okay, but you said 2 albums. You didn't say it for every album, and plus, that's quality versus quantity, because Kendrick hasn't put out as much albums as Drake has.
Yeah, the person that I was thinking, as far as people that could even be in the argument, would be Drake and Chris Brown.
That Chris Brown's R&B, dog. That's apples and oranges.
Where the fuck is John?
Kendrick can't hit the same notes that Chris Brown can.
Well, they said artists. They didn't stream. I looked back at it. They did not dwindle it down.
If we're talking, if we're going to go like that, then it's like, where are we going to fucking keep moving this line to? Because then do we have to start studying how rock was who was the top rock person of the decade, or I don't know, any other genre?
I mean, now it's, well, I know rock.
Look, this is why I see it.
Dead, but I mean,
go ahead.
That's where they put it. It was artists of that decade. And I was like, Beyonce, maybe, but I don't think she held it crazy in the 2000s and 10s. She wasn't nominated for a lot of awards and stuff like that. And to be honest, I can't say that she has artists albums that people are going to be, flocking back to listen to. And
how do you know that though? Because honestly, we're not the demographic.
I feel like when I go out and about, I hear Kendrick Lamar and Drake and stuff like that way more often than I hear somebody listening to Beyonce. There's been very few times in my life where I've seen people, driving by girls in cars and shit like that, and they're listening to Beyonce.
I don't know.
One time I did hear it.
Ain't nobody
it was pretty
drinking.
Funny.
Nobody drinking watermelon no more.
See,
They
now,
don't.
now you're
Beyonce
talking
is-
about
is-
totally different stuff, man. Because it's like you're over here talking about classic
that-
albums.
Okay.
It's like I ain't hearing no females, trying to get ready to go to the club
See it
listening
as
to Pimp a
Destiny
Butterfly.
Child, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but definitely girls are going to be listening to
Hold on.
Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, girls
I
don't
was
blow
just
Drake.
thinking-
That's all.
God.
That's what it is. I mean,
Yeah,
hold on, but
honestly-
they probably would still.
Fucking.
But
I mean, Chris Brown is cold as fuck. Chris Brown is.
Yeah,
one of the
Chris.
most
I'm
talented
not taking anything away from Chris. Chris is like
Oh,
I
nigga.
feel like the Michael Jackson of our generation.
Yeah, I mean, this nigga has been putting out music since before the 10s. So, like, I mean, hits. This nigga's gone through.
I feel like Chris Brown's more R&B than Drake. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Like, would
but
you
at
put
the
Chris
same
Brown with
time,
like The Weeknd?
They did say artist of
I'd
the
probably put
decade.
Chris Brown over The Weeknd.
Yeah, by far. Chris Brown is putting out so much more music than The Weeknd. Although Weeknd has put out great music. Of
Well,
the same
that's a
caliber.
whole nother thing because Chris Brown is like Drake to me because he's done pop, he's done more traditional R&B stuff. Where like Weeknd is the artist like Kendrick. He comes out when he wants to. He puts out what he wants to. He ain't really trying to fucking do what these other people are trying to do.
And yeah, I could say that, but he just hasn't. The only thing I could say about Chris and The Weeknd is Chris has a longer run than The Weeknd has. And will the 2020s be different?
You can't compare that though, because it's like an artist comes out when they come out. That's like trying to, use that same argument in basketball of like who's better, LeBron or Kobe or Michael Jordan. But it's kind of hard to argue if Michael Jordan started out so long ago. It's like he can't. That's he's always going to dominate in that sense.
Well, then in that sense, we would have to be, if we're talking about artists of the decade, then we would have had to like really talk about DaBaby then, because he had a historic year.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh,
But he's only had a singular year compared
been
to
going
these
off.
people
He
that
been
have
going
gone
off.
for a whole decade. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you're saying the baby, the baby's wait? What's your argument that you're trying to put out?
All I'm saying is we have to compare how they did over the whole time period rather than just how they did during their time period. Because technically, the baby has had a historic year, although I'm not a huge DaBaby fan. But he's
What are
had
the
a
stats
historic
that
singular
you're trying to
year.
bring up?
Because you're comparing The Weeknd and
No, what
Chris
I'm
Brown.
saying is you saying that he had a historic year. What was so historic? What he was
Just don't-
the first person from Charlotte to come out, or
I mean, that was something, but he has pretty much controlled and been on the charts with multiple songs this whole entire year. He has not had one song on the top.
2000s?
Well, as far as this
Oh.
singular year, he's had 2 or 3 songs on the top 10 this whole year. Like, he's dominating.
okay, yeah, but
So wait, back to Kendrick. Like when you compare when Kendrick drops an album and Drake drops an album, Drake got all the females listening to him. You know what I mean? Kendrick got some, real hip hop heads are just. But I feel like when Kendrick drops an album, it's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? And movie and shit. When Drake drops an album, it's like some bangers or like, you know what I'm saying? Some good quality, but at the same time, it's not like the full dropping a 4K movie and then you drop a music video.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't think.
That's
I
how I
feel
feel.
like what you're trying to say is Kendrick puts together bodies of work where it's like see that you had an idea all the way out through this whole entire album. Like this was completely planned. You told a story with no gaps and no nothing. And Drake's kind of like, I'm just going to put together a whole bunch of songs that are going to sound good and it's going to be a good vibe compared to I'm taking you on a trip with my music. Yeah, I get that.
I don't know, man.
Comparing them
You-
two
you-
is
you
just
could
like, damn.
they're different types of artists though. They're Drake is kind of the artist of just focusing on what does the music sound as a whole. Like, do the songs just sound good? Where Kendrick is like, okay, I'm just worried about making sure that my picture looks a certain way. Where that, let's be honest, there's certain songs, you know, in a Kendrick album where it's like, oh, I'm gonna skip that just because like it's not the vibe I'm feeling. You know, I'm gonna skip to where his singles at. But of course, you know, with the Kendrick album, you're going to listen to it all the way through to see the full picture the first time around. But you're going to pick out what songs you like after.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, there's definitely a couple of songs that most people don't listen to, but to be honest with you, it is quite most of the time. I would say if you're going to skip a song on Kendrick's album, it's going to be one or two.
Mm-hmm.
And
You mean the intro?
I mean, even the intro. I mean, like, dog, are you fucking skip Shireen? Like, or what? Or not? Is that?
Oh, you mean one or
Corner?
two tracks?
Yeah, like one or two tracks.
That,
But Drake,
yeah, I mean, every album has every album.
I think Drake is going to hold it down this next decade, honestly, because I've heard
He held
more
it down
and more.
this whole decade, coming from, you know, a mixtape.
No, I'm talking about it's going to be like him only. There's a lot of artists that were doing a lot of great stuff this year that are looking like they're going to be retiring, and it's unfortunate.
Give me a few that you're thinking.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole both are talking about retirement. Both have gotten into different producing and gotten more into the behind the scenes work. Kendrick Lamar has been putting together multiple projects for TDE artists. He actually did do the arrangement and work closely with the Sir album, remixing the Reason album. He's been more in a producer, putting things together type of bag. And J. Cole has been doing the same, but also he says because he's having more of a family now, he doesn't want to spend that time away from his family.
Mm-hmm.
And with Dreamville becoming a bigger thing, he thinks he's going to step away for a while. And also, he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. I'm going to be honest.
Where the fuck is Jaw? I feel it. Damn, Cole, come on, man. You can't lead the game, bro. But he did drop that Revenge. I feel like he's got a lot of artists he put on. That probably buys him time to like work through all their shit out, and then he'll probably come out with an album like boom.
He has an album coming out.
I wouldn't be surprised if both these artists are pulling a Jay-Z where it's like, I'm gonna just say I'm in retirement. That way there's no pressure to do music, but in the background, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And then after that, if I feel like dropping something, I'll drop something. If not, fuck it.
The only thing I would say about that is Jay-Z, yeah, he had a label, but he wasn't as hands-on. Like, it sounds like, at least from what I'm understanding, fucking J. Cole is really out here still making beats, still mixing shit down for JID and Earth Gang and a couple other artists. Like, he has shit to do to work on helping his artists, when Jay-Z was just kind of like, yeah, I'm retiring, but didn't have anything else to focus on besides himself. When these couple of artists, the Kendrick and the J. Cole, these niggas got multiple artists to focus on and put shit together.
Oh yeah, there's hella artists. You got hella, but I still feel like you haven't had enough of them. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not.
Albums each, like,
I would say their catalog would have to double before I feel comfortable feeling like they had like a full run.
Yeah.
Especially Kendrick.
Take over.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick only dropped like 5 albums in the past 10 years.
You know what I mean?
All that shit take over.
Like, nah.
Yeah, 5 albums, period. That's it.
Yeah, so
they
that's
definitely
definitely
can't
got a
step back.
double.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause what we gonna have
who are
to
we to
listen
say
to,
like, you know, whatever? Because at this point in their career, they've got so much hype built around them that they can do whatever the fuck they want. But if you look at
I feel it.
the argument of artists of the decade, it's like here we got Drake, where it's like even in between albums, he's dropping all different types of features. He's
Oh yeah,
like,
he's a
really
machine.
out there. Yeah.
That nigga is a machine. Although some people will say I watched an interview and he addressed people saying that he's a culture vulture, but he says that he really just enjoys trying to make music that sounds good, and even if he's going outside of his norm, like he'll go do that. He sees that as a challenge. So like I'm not sure if you've heard, those couple of songs where Drake is literally singing in Spanish, or where he does like the grime music or changes his accent and shit like that. That shit's it says a lot, because I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really sound bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't sound
I
bad.
feel it.
Yeah, he still puts it together and he focuses on, okay, these people want to make music with me. I'm going to try to put something together where it actually sounds good.
Yeah, I saw that
I feel it.
interview too.
Definitely.
That was the Rap Radar, right?
Yeah, I didn't get through the whole thing, but I tried to watch some of it.
I watched it twice because the first time I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, there's
That's
definitely
a
some
movie, dog. Shit's like 2.5 hours. I just
with
didn't-
how little that Drake does interviews, it makes sense. It's like if I'm Rap Radar, yeah, I'm going to fucking shoot for 3 hours at least, because it's probably going to be like another 2 to 3 years before he comes out with the interview.
for real.
And they were really trying to hit every little point. Like, oh yeah, we just going to start at the very beginning at So Far Gone and talk about your whole career for these 3 hours. And they hit damn near everything.
Yeah, I did hear them briefly talk about like his beefs and shit like that. And yeah, although I still think I'm gonna be honest, fucking Pusha T demolished that nigga on that fucking that they had. But Drake is just that popping.
Yeah, I didn't.
He threw his ass.
I think the argument wasn't that Drake was going to be demolished, like as if kind of like what 50 did to Ja Rule.
Ja.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Ja.
My bad. But it was more of like, okay, he definitely like pierced the armor of like this fucking juggernaut that is Drake. It's like this guy seems damn near unstoppable with the amount of hype and music that he comes out with. But let's be honest. I mean, all he really did was just out a baby. It's like,
no, he did. No, he definitely talked about whiteface. He talked about him like fucking not fitting in with the black community. He demoralized his whole entire.
You know what? I'll give you that too. The blackface, that was wow. Why didn't they talk about the blackface? That's more important. That's something that I feel like they
blackface. That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah. You got me there.
Him saying he had to cut his hair because the fro wouldn't nap enough. I was like, God, he was throwing some jabs the whole entire time. And then that dropping the bomb about the baby was pretty hilarious. And to only make things better was when was it? Fucking, I'm trying to remember. Last year, when that whole entire NBA Finals was going on and Drake was wilding out on the sideline in Philadelphia, shit was so real that he's running around talking all this shit, getting into trouble. People are saying stuff. But the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers daughter, who sits courtside, decided, yo, this nigga is talking too much. I'm going courtside with a Pusha T t-shirt. It's like, God.
Oh,
Messiness. That was great, though.
Our moves. Damn,
And the
yo,
sad
that's
part
cold.
is, I would love to hear Pusha T and Drake together.
Really though.
On the track.
Yeah. I mean, at least now
Yeah,
I hear that he
give him a
wants to.
couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not Pusha T is just he's too
No,
old
that's
school
never
for that.
going to happen.
Yeah, Pusha T is. I mean,
wait.
Drake could be like, "Yo, I mean, it's cool now. Like, whatever. Let's just do a song and send tracks over." And I don't think Pusha T would do it.
And he just
But
said some shit about him. He's like, he don't believe what he say in his music or some shit, right?
I didn't hear about that. But at least we got
Review.
that good old Benny the Butcher and Drake collab coming soon. That'll be dope.
That came out the cut.
Well, apparently, I'm not sure if you've ever heard a song that was asking if Kiki loved him, but Benny the Butcher also goes by a human being named Trap Money Benny.
Okay.
He shouted that out in that song.
That doesn't sound too crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he's been knowledgeable of the guy for a minute, but you know, that'll be cool to hear. I like that just because I'm like, yo, Drake, you're fucking, you know, huge star, obviously, and now you're kind of helping out with some of this newer hip hop that's kind of on some old school Dipset-ish kind of shit.
Yeah, cause like if you look where Drake started, little brother for y'all don't know, little brother is Fonte, Big Pooh, Ninth Wonder, and he talks about little brother a lot on his first shit, like his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that's when he first came out. Drake was like on some hip hop shit, but you know, a bit into the R&B, and he kind of already had it in him. But you know what I mean? But
Pause.
I feel like he knows what he's doing. He knows his hip hop.
The nigga said he already had it in him.
Anyways.
Yeah, he had it in him.
Don't double down.
Who's Aaron? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
You know, I will also
yeah.
say, as far as artists of the decade, there's some people that didn't quite make the cut, but should definitely be mentioned. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I feel like if he focused more on music, it would have been, you know, him. But that nigga's just a fucking creative mind, just completely.
Yeah. I think he really came alive this decade. And
Yeah,
just not just in music, but just in general of everything that he's worked on.
acting, screenwriting, his fucking stand-up was funny as shit.
Yeah.
When he was talking
He's
about
an actor.
when he was talking about fucking a girl, a white girl, and she got a little racy with him and said, "Fuck me hard with that black N-word dick." And he's like,
With the hard R or
he's
with the
like,
A?
yeah, hard R. White girl said that. He's like, I just paused and I looked at her and I came harder than I ever came before.
Have you ever had anything happen like that to you? Just like
that
some
shit
girl say
crazy.
some wild shit and you just couldn't not finish?
Sir, we'll talk about that later.
It's like, give me that bean burrito.
No.
Give me
Give me
that
that
bean
cream.
burrito.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's like comparing your dick to a beef burrito, sir.
That's
Fuck.
funny. My dick vegetarian.
I'm saying, I don't know.
That nigga said my dick got flour tortilla on it. Like, what?
It's rats.
So, memes of the decade. I didn't put too much thought into it. I just really thought of the memes that I like the most
Yeah.
this decade. I think it should be loose. a little African nigga saying okay was fucking great.
How'd that one go?
It was just some little white bitch who was like she was saying hello to him because they're going ziplining or some shit. And the nigga just smiled and was like, okay. And
I don't think I've seen that one.
You've had to have seen it, but you probably didn't see it in its entirety. It's just a little African dude smiling and just saying okay. But they put that shit everywhere.
Well, that one, I think it was like an African show or something like that. Just some clip of the dude going, "Wow,
that was
wow.
Great." Africans were killing it for this. Salute to Africa.
For real.
Oh my god!
That shit.
Wow.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Another one for me would be "Why You Always Lying." Would be
that was classic.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, definitely classic.
Stop fucking lying. It got to the point where they're just posting pictures of that nigga. It's like girl says, "I'm gonna be at the mall," and then you just see a picture of the nigga from Why You Lying.
Yep.
Like nigga, that's just
that one meme where it was like a dude busting through the door would be like, "Surprise, motherfucker," and then people would do their little renditions of adding on to it, like "waffle fries, motherfucker."
Oh yeah. Supplies,
suit and tie. Yeah. that was
some fries.
Wrong size, motherfucker. The wrong size always got me. Shit.
Yeah, that shit be rolling.
What else?
Damn. There's a lot more out there. These are a lot of creative ones, you know what I'm saying? I made my own shit.
You
Y'all
made
follow
memes?
me on Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about. I do some.
I would definitely
the
see
kid
a
eating
meme that you
chocolate
made.
cake.
Okay.
You'll see him. You go on Infamy Snapchat. It is his premium. He'll send you a meme of his dick.
Because it's the punchline.
God,
That's
that's the punchline. God.
Get straight to the punchline.
Get straight to the punchline.
He said, "Take this punchline
You
to
know
the
what
mouth."
I'm
I'm like, "What?"
This is shit, man. I mean, damn. I mean, I like using the little
He calls
cutouts.
his-
You know
he
what I'm
calls
saying?
his
That's my
balls
shit. I
the
cut out the
setup.
memes.
He calls his balls. Nigga said, "Don't forget about the setup. Don't ever forget about the setup."
no.
Punchline.
I mean, if you talking to a chick, you know what I'm saying, and she like talking about eating the booty,
What?
and you just hit her with that little kid eat stuff in his face of the chocolate cake, like
From fucking Matilda. Yeah, I know what you're
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, I made that shit. Yeah, you know, there you go. He just like, you know what I'm saying? Handful of cake. You got chocolate. What's all this chocolate on your face?
That
You know
ain't
what I'm
chocolate.
saying? This is doo-doo, baby.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong, these little cat memes and shit like that. The memes of the people gaining enlightenment are always pretty funny. I know that's a newer thing where you'll see the person and you'll see like their brain light up a little bit and they'll be like, you know, having sex and getting her pregnant, having sex. Then next thing you know, it's like sex with a condom. Then you'll see like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. What do you guys think of that cat meme? The one with the drunk lady yelling and then it's pointing at a cat at a dinner table.
I tried to ask my fiance's like, "Yo, where's that from?" I'm like, "I think that's Sammy Sweetheart from Jersey Shore." She's like, "No, it's not."
Nah. That's definitely some sort of like VH1 show that no one's really watching, like Bad Girls Club or something.
Oh, you know what was super funny?
What's that?
But they stopped really making it. The day something or whatever without sex.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like day 27 without sex. I unzipped my own pants 9 times just to feel like a real human being. Like,
yeah, those had me rolling. It had some good ones.
What about some old ones like that potato flying around my room? I know Prince was really into that meme. There was a potato flew around my room.
Yeah.
Or you'll remember that? That was like back when Vine was a thing. Someone like got a piece of yarn, taped it to their fan with a potato on the other end, and then they had the fan going on slow, seeing the potato just going around their room while singing that Frank Ocean song.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah, that was actually pretty popular.
Yeah.
Another fucking sleeper was, I'm in my mom's car, vroom, vroom. And then it cuts to the mom. It's like, get out me car. Aw.
Another classic one. I just like doing hood rat shit with me and my friends.
Huh.
I'm just smoking weed and doing hood rat shit with my friends. God.
Yeah, dude. Wow. Wasn't Terrio like a meme when he first started?
Yeah, because he did that. Ooh, kill him. He was like dancing and shit.
Yeah.
That was nasty. I still follow him, and
y'all
he's been on
that fucking
workout plan. Hasn't worked. It ain't worked out. This workout plan ain't worked out.
Damn.
I seen him do a titty twerk the other day. It was pretty disturbing.
Oh hell no! What?
All of a sudden, he's like over here dancing. I'm like, nigga, relax your chest, sir. I have to click off of this.
Relax your chest. I've never heard that sentence said before, ever.
He throwing punches.
As long as you don't hear relax your throat, then you're fine.
Yeah, y'all remember everybody was doing that fucking Kylie Jenner lip challenge?
Oh, that was
making their lips
funny with the cup.
Yeah.
The white people would get those fat ass lips and oh my god, mom, help! I really ruined it. Crazy thing is what they're doing is they're fucking up their blood vessels in their lips. So if you do it too much, it will stay like that, swollen for like a couple of weeks. You've completely bursted the blood vessels in your mouth.
Yeah.
And it will hurt. Obviously.
Yeah, they learning their lessons, you know what I'm saying?
Remember?
Yeah, can challenges just die? Just in general, just like all these challenges.
Bro, they had what? The Harlem Shake. That shit was annoying.
That was trash. It wasn't even a Harlem Shake.
Yeah, it was just.
I know you had
Harlem
your aunts
Shake.
and uncles in the kitchen trying to do this shit. Like,
nah, but
you know what I'm saying? Or the
cents.
mannequin challenge. Like,
that was.
I tried to do the pull out challenge, but I failed at that. So there's just some challenges that will live with you forever.
Remember 50 Cent's ALS challenge?
Yeah,
that was a classic.
What's that one?
He was like, remember they used to dunk water on people? Instead, he's like, yo, this is my special ALS challenge to you, Floyd Mayweather. If you could read one page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll donate 150 million to a charity of your choice. Fuck the ice. I was like, okay. I was like, this nigga's just cold as fuck.
I think he was wilding.
All right, so I know this will be an easy subject. What about your favorite quotable lines from popular ciphers that you've seen this decade? So like BET ciphers or freshman ciphers or shit like that. I could think of
I think
one.
it was Kodak Black when he was
Yeah.
fucking hating on the whole cipher itself. Like, I don't know who picked this sorry ass beat. I was like, damn.
I'm from the little third world. Them little sorry ass streets. Oh my God. That was pretty great. Hi Rihanna is something I quote still to this day with Royce the 5'9", where he's like, "Oh, this is my killer's suicide note. Hi Rihanna, is Nikki with you? Maybe you guys can have a fucking pillow fight, and I'll get binoculars to look at you. Hi Rihanna. Oh, you say my name one more time in a rhyme, then we gonna go together. Bye, Rihanna." Oh my God. Every bar that he spit was like either hi Rihanna, or bye Rihanna, which was fucking creep and hilarious. Yeah. Kodak was fucking great with his little thing. Oh, fucking A. Somebody said,
Pause.
yeah, pause. Somebody said, when I get rich and blow up, I want to do some charitable things like buy Fantasia. My baby can read. I was like, oh my God, sir, relax. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but she was on like the first or second season of American Idol, and then it came out that she didn't know how to read, that like she was never went to school past the second grade.
You know
I didn't know
what?
that. I remember hearing how like she couldn't read, but I don't remember all that.
Yeah, that was cold. There was a couple of good little one-liners that came out, but Kodak Black with that little "who the fuck chose a little sorry ass beat" that shit was cool.
Yeah,
Might be the best one.
They did have some funky ass beats though. I ain't gonna lie, they chose some weird shit.
well, not really thinking about the decade so much, but just this past year, have you guys like come across like I don't know, like a good movie that you really remember this past year?
No.
Damn.
I guess
you fucking hate everything.
I did like that movie.
He said,
Us.
"I had a great time at the movies."
Yeah, I
every
liked
time.
Us. Yeah, Us was my shit. We had to do a fucking. We had to do a breakdown about that movie on like the first couple episodes, just because I felt like people didn't understand the movie in its entirety.
Yeah,
which definitely adds to it.
Fat Papi was really in his feelings about it. They don't understand. It's art.
I feel like
I'm like, yo, there's multiple people there. It's not just the mom who's the bitch from down below.
Sounds crazy without context.
Yo, that did have crazy thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, I really
Oh, dude.
There's two movies for me that really stood out this year: The Irishman and The Joker. Those two movies just kind of.
I was trying to watch the Irishman, man. That movie just like pulled me in. Pause. And wasn't able to finish it. I was pretty pissed off about it, but man, that shit, like, you could watch an hour of that movie and it really doesn't feel forced. Like,
Yeah.
It just
It flowed. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird seeing what's his name? Joe Pesci being so old, and some of these other people that you're like, fuck, these niggas are kind of getting old. Robert De Niro. It's just kind of that nigga developing a hunchback.
Yeah.
And then they tried to go like back in time where he was like fucking younger. I'm like, yo, that nigga still got like a little hunchback. Hey, yo, they got to put one of those backpack things on him to straighten up his back. Yeah, of this year, that was the only thing that like I thought was great. I didn't get a chance to watch the Joker yet.
Oh, you gotta watch that. I expected some more action and shit, but it was totally different.
Oh, so you thought it was going to be like the Dark Knight?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be some fucking Batman shit.
Nah.
All right,
I was like,
you
I don't know what I'm
guys.
getting myself into, but
Paused. But all right. Top pornos of the decade.
I got nothing.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be honest. If you watch the same porno a couple of times, you're fucking wild to me.
Family.
Was
And if
Two
you-
Girls of One Cup this decade?
No, but that was huge.
Yeah,
Pause.
that was a
I don't even
game
remember
changer.
the year. How you remember? How you remember the year?
Because I was like in high school, nigga. That was like
No, I mean,
2008, some shit like that.
oh, you right. You right. Nah.
Yeah, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Yeah, fuck it. It wins this decade too.
Yo, that's
That's the nastiest shit. Nastiest shit. Rolling.
yeah, that was oh.
No pun.
Did you
intended.
guys watch the whole thing, or did you
Yeah.
just like cut it off? When
You know I did.
Oh,
Oh,
I watched up to the splash, and if you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you remember it had fucking do you remember they would fucking send you those links online and they thought it was the funniest thing to send you to meatspin.com? Do any of you guys
Oh
remember that?
yeah, you fucking asshole! You fucking. I was trying to bury that within my memory. You
What?
meatspin.com. You the nastiest nigga that.
Oh, that shit.
Fat
sucked.
Papi told me about this fucking horrendous website. You fucking
All it
nasty fuck.
So I remember everybody would be sending these little links and they would be like fucking condensed links so you wouldn't really see. And then it would be like, oh yeah, new music video. Oh, new fucking Tracks a Million song. Oh, new this, new that. Click on the link. And this was in like MySpace days, so you never really thought anything of it. You're like, okay, I'll check out the link. But you click on this website and literally all you see is this dick just spinning in a circle and it's on an infinite loop and you can't exit out of it. It completely engulfs your screen. You literally have to manually turn off your computer.
Yep.
I never had that, yo.
He said, so what's the address again? You pull out a pen and a pad.
So it doesn't work. Does it work on my phone? He said,
Yeah.
that'll be my screensaver.
That right there was. It only took me one time to fuck up that one. I was just like, nah, I ain't doing this one again.
Yo, I remember people thought they were slick. I would like, then you have to hella look. And I remember a couple of times, like, they weren't really hiding the link. It really would say, like, they'd have a picture of, like, Tracks a Million. It would be like, new Tracks a Million, Roach Gig song. And then you look underneath and it says, like, Meat Spin. But the people that got into those condensed files where it was like XYZ, yada, 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 that's the ones where you'd fuck around and be like, ah, shit, I hope this isn't fucking meatspin.com.
Huh.
Damn, so it was
please
actually
don't.
something you would spam people with.
Yeah, that was the original troll. Like, I don't get what they really got from that, but you know. That's
Just
what they
knowing
do.
that they're fucking up someone's day was enough.
Yeah, imagine you being at work and then bow.
It's the same thing.
Where the fuck's the
as,
tower?
fucking boss.
yo, it's the same thing as the people that created Fandango, where all you did was add one extra O to fandango.com and it turned into a porn site.
I remember
So
you
kids
came
like
across-
me,
Two O's.
yeah. So kids like me would fuck up, not know how to spell Fandango, so they just accidentally added one too many O's, and you're just trying to watch or see when the next Pokemon movie is going to be showing. But yeah, now you got dicks all on your screen, and your parents are asking what the fuck you
Parents.
did.
Parents are like,
Oh.
what time is the Hulk playing? You're like, well, that's green, but that's not supposed to. Oh God, son, close your eyes, son. Well, would you look at that? Actually, go to your room, son.
Like, well, got it.
Now that's a specimen.
Oh shit.
She looks well nourished.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Saying a woman looks.
Yeah, I don't see.
All right. Album of the year for you guys. Go ahead.
Of this year?
Or it doesn't even have to
Album
be
of
something
the
that
year?
came out this year. It could just be something that you guys
fuck.
really fucked with this year.
Oh, this early. All right, hold on. What dropped this year? Revenge album was pretty raw.
I did skip through some of that. Rick Ross album came out this year, which was pretty good. The Games album came out this year. Yeah, maybe the Games album or Nips album this year.
Yeah. The Victory Lap was one of my favorites this year.
Yeah.
That and
that's a
the
classic.
that and the Free Nationals album. Those are two really big ones for me. Pause.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was the person that told everybody to go listen to that, and still haven't got a chance to listen to it my own damn self.
Well,
Fucking
I
idiot.
updated the playlist, so one of the songs is up there.
I'm gonna have to take some time out.
Yeah. Definitely not something that your girl would like just because she seems like she hates anything that's not Mozzie. But yeah, it definitely has some old school vibes. Kind of reminds me of the music that our parents would play, you know, with the Earth, Wind, and Fire and all that.
Shit.
Okay. I know something else that just recently came out, so I'll just give it a quick shout out, which I haven't even been able to listen to myself. But I'm trying to remember his name. It's an artist, and he does like all of the actual music for any like West Coast artist. Like he was heavy in Kendrick's like first couple of albums, all that jazzy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, his name is Terrace Martin.
Oh
Yeah, Terrace Martin. He just came out with a new
sir.
project. You never know what to expect from that dude. He could be doing, you know, remakes of old Michael Jackson songs, just straight up getting into his old saxophone, real like old school fucking jazz, or he was doing some shit with 3-chord fold where he was just making popular songs into, you know, jazz songs. So he'd be playing like the saxophone over like Drake songs and shit like that, which came out super dope. Yeah, he just came out with a new project, Terrace Martin. Incredible artist. Definitely recommend listening to him.
He's a real musician too, you know what I mean? He plays his instruments and shit. A song with Mac Miller, and it's actually his song. It's called I'll look it up right now. But it dropped after Mac Miller died, and that shit, yeah, that's deep track. That shit's dope.
Good show. Yeah, this year I really don't think there was a ton of great music. A lot of like the bigger names didn't really drop this year.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Nipsey
there
Hussle.
is a lot of underground shit.
That album I still fuck with.
Nipsey.
Super tough. Yeah.
I mean, Freddie Gibbs out.
Yeah, that was
Freddie
another
Gibbs
one
album.
I thought
Yeah,
Fat Papi was actually going to mention, but
Album.
never did.
Freddie Gibbs album was
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
dope.
Anderson Paak dropped it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he did drop that with that. Do you want to make it better? That shit was cold.
That's another
But the
one
whole
that
entire
fucking
body
he
of-
loves, but or his girl doesn't really fuck with.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Anderson Paak heavy. My girl hates it. I fuck with Sir heavy. My girl hates it.
Anything
Fire.
musical. Anything that requires an instrument. That shit don't got 808.
Everything. That Everything's for Sale album, Boogie. Tell me that shit was not cold, man.
Yo, that Silent Ride Home is one of my jams. My girl hates it.
Yeah.
Dead ass serious about that one too. Silent Ride Home is my joint.
Freaking yesterday, his girl was just talking mad shit. Like, nigga, you only got 6 songs that you listen to.
I'm like, no.
I could see it. I was going to side with her. I could see how you could be like in your lyrical miracle bag as of lately with like nothing but Nas and fucking Kendrick Lamar's and shit like that.
No, man, I gotta keep a mix going. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play some fucking what's that one fat crip nigga who's fucking makes great music?
03 Greedo.
Oh no, he's good, but no, the Maxo Cream. Like I gotta have like some Maxo Cream, and then
he won't forget his name.
Yeah, fat crip nigga. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
But nah, I definitely switch it up, and I switch up genres.
This year I haven't really been into listening to new music like I did the past couple of years. Like past couple of years, I was like finding all types of random shit, like some random song from like South America that I really fucked with. Just like really weird genres or artists that people wouldn't really listen to normally. But this year I was like, nah, I'm just going to listen to what I listen to.
Some alternative shit or
nah, just anything.
I think I've gotten more into whatchamacallit. I definitely listened to more reggaeton this year than I have in a while.
No. I feel it. I fuck with all kinds of shit. Like
I think a lot of people, tend to have like a really wide palette. It's very uncommon, I feel, for people just only listen to their one genre.
There's a lot of people that I've met like that, that are just like, I'm not only gonna listen to one genre, but I don't know why it became a popularized thing, and I can't say it was something that I, felt like when I was younger. But there's a lot of people where they're like, I'm not listening to mainstream music at all. All I'm listening to is Bay Area music, or damn, like that. I'm like, okay, nigga.
They're in that box.
I don't really care to listen to this Andre Nicotina song, but I guess here you go.
Box. They in that nutshell. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like strictly.
No, don't get me wrong. Like I could listen to some of that turn up shit, but like I just can't start.
Like if that's all, you know what I'm saying? Barry got talent. You know what I'm saying? RP to Jacka.
But I'm not starting my day like my girl will really put on like Sada Baby, which I'm not sure if you heard of him. He's not a bad artist. Like it's not music I hate, but I'm like, nigga, we just got up. We're just getting into the car. This is not the vibe I'm on.
I would definitely like bump some shit like that though, but it's not going to be every morning because some mornings I ain't really trying to turn up like that.
I'm like, yo, let's kind of get awake, and like I normally when I'm playing music, especially in the morning, like I just kind of pace the vibe. Like I got a 20-something minute, 30-minute drive to work. So I'm really going to start with like some slower shit and then work my way up. But I can't just like first song fucking turn up some crazy shit.
Some mornings you're so tired where it's just like, damn, I need something to wake me up. Like, let me get my energy going, Throw on some Bubba Sparks.
That's wild.
I just want to get reaction.
He said California Bubba Sparks, and he be just jamming to this shit like. But Brownies be that one white dude that raps all the gangster lyrics. You know what I'm talking about? He be on IG. Yeah, he been rapping all the hood shit in a suit
Not-
and tie. And shit.
Not even white, but yeah. For sure.
He's like, for credit purposes, I wish I was, but nope.
Yeah.
Still not.
Yeah, so I'll get there. 2020.
I'll get there. Goals.
If these Jamaicans getting there, you know I'm getting there. Like, what?
Somebody caught me a suit today, and we'll be on tomorrow.
You know what?
Yeah, I feel it.
Fuck the bullshit. I gotta do a lyrical breakdown. We're gonna do a breakdown on the song that is one of my girl's favorite songs. And when I first heard it, I'm like, dog, this shit is crazy how hip hop has completely changed. I'm like,
Lyrical man.
yo, it went from dealer rap to user rap so fast.
What? Oh,
Let me see
Wow.
if I can. Let me see if I can pull up some of these lyrics.
the
all
shit
right,
I
so
heard this
this is
year.
by-
Fuck.
This is by Ezale. It's called Too High. The chorus goes, damn, can't lie. The pill just hit, I can't drive. Hot damn, I'm too high. And the syrup and the drink got them mixed, and I'm trying to sleep late. Hot damn, I'm too high. And then they're just saying they're too high multiple times. He's talking about, doing an 8-ball of Coke, popping Molly. Also, another quotable line: how many pills have you popped in a day? Not more than Mac Dre. You're a damn lie. That's how it feels when your brain fried. Man, I'm on. Yeah, I'm hell on. And everybody's so high they can't take me home. But when the bottle's gone, then I'm leaving. But I still woke up with my nose bleeding. I'm like, sir. I'm like, yo, this is a fucking crackhead. Well, fuck what you talking about? Yo, this nigga $30 pill get high for 3 days. Are you ready for that? No, nigga, I have a life to live. I can't be high for 3 days. What the fuck? That's the most stupidest shit I've ever heard. 3 days. You gotta do some shit in 3 days. You gotta take a shit. You gotta piss. You gotta shower. Who want to be high and taking a shit? Just out of their mind.
Obviously you've never done it, so
You can be just out of your mind, high as shit, sitting on the
you know what?
toilet.
It's different. It's different for someone that has IBS that gets lightheaded after taking a shit. That's totally different from a normal human being taking a shit. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know. But I could see not being high for 3 days would not be the wave, because it's like, dog, I'm really just going to be high when I'm folding towels. like
you're not gonna be able to sleep like you high.
Yeah.
Like
trigger high. Like
that's the only way you're gonna be high for 3 fucking days. Is be able to
Dog,
do some tweaker shit.
you never had a bag of weed that could last up to 3 days.
Oh, what?
Bag of weed.
and that's different though. You know
No,
what I'm
this
saying?
nigga said $30 pill get high for 3 days.
That.
Are you ready for that? Literally.
Get high for 3 days off a $30 pill. I'm filling up my schedule. I'm getting shit done. It's not going to be efficient. It's not going to be fully done every task, but god damn it,
Nothing's gonna be done. Yo, this nigga literally said, you ever popped a pill and said it didn't smack, so you popped 4 more after that, but then an hour later you was rolling out your mind because all the pills hit at the same time. Coke mountains on a hot ass plate. Coke mountains on a hot ass plate, bitch.
bitch. I love how you added that.
You're trying to sleep while I'm staying awake. People say that I'm losing weight.
Oh.
Sir. That is just not okay.
Ow.
This is
Yo, he
what
had
your
a
girl
pocket.
listening to?
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing listening to this fucking shit? She's just like, over here.
Ow.
Oh, Coke Mountain's on a hot ass plate. Hey.
God damn, I'm too high. God damn, I'm too high. I'm like, yo, these niggas.
$30
like,
pills
this-
get you high for 3 days.
Are you ready for that? I'm like, no, nobody's ready for that. Type of, you couldn't pay me to be high for 3 days, Nick.
Not even $30.
But yeah, we getting a drug
Shit.
test right now. We gonna take you to the
But
clinic.
isn't
You gotta
that
get a drug
such a
test.
isn't that such a trip? Like, yo, these niggas are like, yeah, there was little talks about weed back in the days and sipping some syrup every once in a while, but now these niggas are talking about like sipping syrup and their kidneys are starting to fail. And
Yeah.
I'm just over here like are doing Xannies and nodding out for a couple hours. I'm like, nigga, did you just say you like slumped out for a couple hours? That sounds terrible.
Are you ready for that?
I'm just saying how hip hop has changed because I damn sure know when I was younger, when I was a teenager, like you were looked at as a fucking weirdo. Like nigga, if you was doing some extra shit, we'd be like, oh, that's for the white boys. Like that's that weirdo shit.
Let's be honest. We grew up in the Thiz era. That was some white boy shit.
That was the extent of it. But even niggas that were like, yo, you can't be over here popping pills like every day.
Yeah.
But niggas that were fucking with coke or all that other shit, it's like, nah, man. And these kids now, they're fucking heroin heads. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like,
Yeah.
they're taking opiates. Fucking whether it being fucking lean or whether it being popping Xanax or Percocets, it's all opiates, nigga. It is all closely related to heroin.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most people that are fucking, most people that get hurt and start fucking with that shit, like, and they get addicted to it because the doctor prescribes it, they start growing an immunity and it's harder for them to, remain that high. So then they have to move on down to good old sweet Lady H.
I could have sworn this past year there's been more of a epidemic of people getting on heroin too. And after hearing what you're saying, it's like, yeah, that does kind of make sense. If the wave is like syrup, pills, like all these downers, it's like you, at some point, once you're chasing the high, it's going to get there.
How much longer do you think in the year 2020 that niggas will really be like, is there a drug that's not going to be talked about in 2020? Like, especially with how people are acting now. Like, do you really think people are going to be like straight out like, oh yeah, I'm on that heroin? Like you'll see a nigga with like his arm fucking tied off in a music video.
Damn, the fucking music. Oh, shit.
Here we go again. I'm on that heroin. Oh my God.
It won't sound as elegantly as you're putting it. There'd be a lot more slurring.
I put that thing in my arm. Now I can float again.
Put that thing in my arm.
Here we go again. On the heroin. Take a shot to the back. Now I'm on again. Like, God.
You had
What type of back shots you taking, sir?
it was all good until then, because I was about to say, like, you had a little bit of a bop. I was like, okay, put the thing in my arms.
Nah, I can float again.
He been studying this shit for a minute. Yeah, he got the next banger. I don't know about Drake, but Prince might take over. Yeah, it's the retro season. You know what I'm saying? With these kids going to get into.
Methodize me, Captain. I'm up for days.
You ready for that?
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yeah, they
Feel the
walling.
skin crawling.
Oh, damn.
That nigga,
Oh, that's scary.
that nigga said, "Damn, I feel my skin. I feel somebody talking to me from my left eyeball." I'm like, what?
What?
I guess
Oh,
like
he on some-
honestly, when is too much gonna be too much? Because at first I thought, Little Pump was like doing way too much, but now it's just like there's so many more artists that are just completely addicted to these drugs.
It's
And
never going to
Pop
be
is like,
too much. At the rate that it's going, I don't really think until the point where there's another wave of drugs just not being cool. It'll go as far as it needs to at this point.
well, I mean, shit, I can't even lie. Fucking Future made the best song about opiates I've ever heard in my life. That Molly Percocet definitely had a cool ass swing to it.
Yeah,
Bang.
there's definitely a lot of YouTube videos of
The swing.
of white people dancing to it. Like, oh, check out our dance studio where we dance to Molly Percocets.
That shit was wild. Big shout out to fucking Rick and Morty. They had an episode with dragons, and dragons would like chill until the earth is over underground. And Rick kind of got pissed off because the dragon wasn't doing shit, so he went down there to go see what the fuck the little nigga was doing. And the dragon was just hoarding all of his favorite shit that he had down there. And he's like talking to Rick. He's like, they're become cool. He's like, oh yeah, you got a whole bunch of cool shit. So he showed Rick. He's like, check this out. He's like, oh my gosh, that's a fucking signed Future album. He's like, look closer. He's like, and it's signed in Molly and Percocet. I was like, God.
Oh, what the?
And then next thing you know, they got high as fuck and started flying around listening to Molly Percocet.
Okay.
But yeah, hip hop is fucking and it's kind of a trip to me too, like the old school gangster rap shit, like this Benny and shit like that. It's kind of reverting back to the old ways, but people don't really fuck with it too much. It's only like the older heads that are really on that, dope dealer music. It is firmly transitioned into user music.
You know what kind of like lost its wave? The pimpin' wave. Remember when damn near every artist every artist was trying to like talk about pimping? There's none of that anymore.
I mean, how is you going to be able to keep up with a woman with an attitude when you're high for 3 days? You're not ready for that.
He said, I got no.
Well, look, man, you gotta give me my money, man. I'm just saying, toss me the money when I'm done taking a nap, man, because I just drank a whole phone, man, and I got like 4 toodles.
Your audio cut out. It said, I'm about to toodles.
That wasn't the audio cutting out. That was that nigga cutting out. Can you imagine a fucking nigga high on pills and lean and shit like that trying to be a pimp? Like, that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I feel it. That's
gonna be the only pimp that nod off and get robbed by all your hoes.
yeah, you gotta be on your toes. Damn, people be on and boom.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
you know what I'm saying? Yourself.
Let's take some time. What are your predictions? Like, where do you see hip hop going this next year or this next decade? We definitely see some of the
next decade.
Yeah, for the 2020s. Like, what do you think the hip hop's gonna do? Because hip hop changes, every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say for the decade because of what it was at the beginning is totally the opposite of what it is now.
Okay,
so totally flipped on its head.
5 years. What do you think is going to be the next wave, essentially?
The next wave is
man.
Do you think Lyrical is going to make a comeback with these
Nope.
kids YMB Corday and all them?
Nope.
Boogie.
It's going to be there. It's not going.
Yeah.
It's not going to go away. But the forefront is just going to be more party music. More I think what we're going to start seeing is females taking it to another level, being more ratchet, getting more popularity because of like how crazy they could be, or how Instagram or social media is like helping their branding. And then we're just going to see a lot more of Nicki Minaj's, Meg the Stallions, City Girls, all that shit, Lizzo's.
God.
I don't know.
But yeah, I can see that. I definitely think this drug trend is going to stay around for a while, though. And I think it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, because let's be honest,
worse,
the drug trend, or this whole wave of, for one, trap music being so easily to manufacture. It's very simple to make a trap beat. Then on top of that, you just talk about doing drugs over it. If you say it in a nice enough melody or do it catchy enough, that's all you got to do to fucking start your rap career, because you take that away, shit, it gets a lot harder of trying to make, a good enough beat while also trying to have good enough lyrics that have substance behind it. Not saying that there is definitely some artists that have taken that whole drug culture or whatever and made some really like classic songs that have substance in it. Like, XXX Tentacion first comes to mind. But
even he wasn't so out here talking about like
doing the crazy shit. Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's a whole problem with people that don't know how to just be themselves, like writing their music, or not being themselves, but they don't know what to write, because let's be honest, when it comes to rap, if like you ain't hood, or if you ain't do on this like drug shit, it's like, what do I talk about? People don't want to hear me just talk about my normal suburban life with nothing really that crazy going on in it.
Yeah. I mean, finding things to relate to, I think, is the key. But you know what I actually just thought of? My fiance listens to some rap where it has moved on from like druggy rap to literally like these niggas sound like they're high, like on the mic the whole entire time.
Oh yeah, you could hear it through a lot of these artists, like how they're slurring words as they're recording.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be the new trend. Like my girl listens to a song called like Hood Trophy, where I'm like, yo, this nigga sounds like he's got a hock a loogie the whole fucking time.
Yeah, but let's not act like that wasn't already done before. Lil Wayne did that. So many tracks with him, being really big on lean at the time. A lot of songs during his mixtapes, sound like he was fucking about to pass out.
Yeah, that's going to be the wave. I think these people are not only going to be talking about drugs, but they're going to sound completely blasted to kind of put people in that mind frame, because now that's what people want to do. I've never heard people like before. People are like, yo, I want to get high, I want to do this. But now I'm hearing people, they're like, man, I want to be out of my body. I'm like, what?
Bro, that's
a red flag.
I'm like, nigga, shit. You ever hear of AA? NA? NEA?
Nah.
All I heard of was E.
And H.
God.
And 3 C's. I'm like, the 3 C's? Niggas Crack, coke, and crystal. Fuck.
Oh,
Crack, coke, and crystal. The three
Jake
C's.
Criven. He trying to bang on me. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of that, but at the same time, a lot of like the real MCs is gonna be like some real shit out there. So I feel like we're gonna have a lot of good stuff. As long as those good artists don't fade into that mainstream shit, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the people
feel
that
like,
are
you know,
already doing it now, like they're starting to see some success already. I don't think that they're going to change up because, you know, what I mean, they're already seeing success doing what they like. So, like YB Corday, like I definitely see him being a person that's going to hold down, you know, this hip hop sound for a minute. Boogie,
It's YBN, not YNB.
whatever the fuck that nigga's name is. That nigga named Corday.
Reason.
Alphabet Corday. You know.
Alphabet
Oh.
Corday, weird face ass nigga Corday, sister, villain Corday.
Villain. He said the villain of sister. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
I mean that nigga.
Oh shit.
We got a lot of real shit. You just gotta dig for it, you know what I'm saying?
Reason, I'm looking forward to him.
Oh yeah, I feel like Reason's going to be my one of my next favorite artists that I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, that new song, Flick It Up. The more and more I listen to that song, like that's my shit.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
just
nice
feel like
guy.
once he starts throwing out projects, you know, this next coming decade, I'm sure by the end of it, I'm going to be like, yeah, that dude held it down for sure.
Yeah, apparently, you know, him and Kendrick are working on a project, which is going to be his first official TDE release because his last album was a remake of a mixtape that he did.
Mm-hmm.
So he could get ownership and everything. He cleared all the samples and everything like that. But
Dope. That's smart. I mean, I would definitely be someone in the label being like, that sounds stupid, but from an artist standpoint, it's like, dog, like you put your heart and soul into it, and obviously you know that you had to just put it out, and you're not just going to leave it behind now that you got TD backing you, and they're definitely about, you know, artists and whatever they want to do is, you know, the motive. It's like, well, might as well use that to fucking revamp one of my works of art, you know?
yeah. And I mean, Kendrick has been doing pretty good from what I hear. He, you know, helped put together the Schoolboy Q album recently. You know, like I said, he did put together the Sir project. He put together that Lance Skywalker project a while ago, which I thought was super dope and slept on. And yeah, now apparently he's been working close with Absol and Reason, and those seem like the next two niggas to drop. Although
This is what I'm saying. I'm waiting for some Absol shit. Drop some shit in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
And
I don't even care if it's like a small little care package, like a little 3-4 songs on it.
Just something, man. Absol was fucking insane, and that his verse on "Flick It Up," I was like, nigga, this nigga different. I was like, damn, yo, he is for sure trying to show that this nigga is beyond it.
Yeah, Absol is definitely one of those artists where I just feel like,
you know,
even though we ain't hearing shit right now, he's just like got like stacks of pieces of paper with all these crazy rhymes and shit. And it's just like he'd be throwing out like some straight heat, and then he just like puts in the volt that for no one to hear. And it's like, dog, we probably will never hear it. We'll probably hear like a fraction of whatever he records. I feel like the whole TDE, dog, like there's a lot of songs that are probably fire, but they'll never release it.
Or they will release, but it will be like some shit like down the road. They probably have it all like planned out where they're like, oh, when these niggas really, really retire and we do like a 10-year anniversary of a project, we'll throw an extra song.
Yeah, everyone except Kendrick. Kendrick,
Yeah.
I feel like they'll respect him too much. Of just not saying that they don't respect the other artists, but I feel like the other artists, they're probably like more willing to throw out their music out there. Where Kendrick's like, nah, I ain't throwing it out there. I don't want that with my name stamped on that.
I mean, he did throw. Kendrick has thrown a lot of throwaways out there.
Like
I will
what?
say. West Side, Right on Time. Cartoons
That wasn't a
and Cereal.
throwaway. Okay, the other one you said, Cartoons and Cereal, that might have been a throwaway. But West Side Right on Time, that was definitely a actual release.
Wait.
But it didn't end up
That was
on
Dom
any...
Kennedy, right?
No, West Side Right on Time was Kendrick Lamar and Young Jeezy, which was fucking super dope.
You're right. Okay.
But no, I meant like in maybe not throwaways, but just
I think in the context of the time, because he was still building himself up. Like this was the time where he was starting to push towards Good Kid, Mad City. It's like, you know, you knew you're just coming into the game. Got to keep that momentum going while I'm cooking up the album. Here, let me throw you this fucking banger.
The Heart Part 4.
Okay, yeah, there you go, sir.
Hold on.
Every time, sir.
Every time.
No, but he does put out some shit before album.
Oh, but my bad. All right. Continue. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I do want to get your guys' opinion out of excluding Kendrick, because I already know fucking Fat Papi would fucking is a bandwagoner. Just kidding. But between J-Rock and Schoolboy Q and Absol, who's got to go?
Probably, I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I fuck with this person, it's got to be in between. Like, it depends if we're talking about like who's the best or who just isn't adding to the label. Because like, if I'm talking about like,
no, I'm talking about you, the one that's like got the retirement stamp, and you just like, bam, you got to go, you out the game.
Bye, Q.
Really? Really? I thought you was really going to say either J-Rock or Absol.
Wait.
I'm not saying that to Absol. But no, J-Rock has just fucking progressed really fucking well and has put out some really fucking good albums. And as much as I like Schoolboy Q, I'm going to be honest, I've been going back to fucking J-Rock shit past 2 albums, like more than him. That 90059 and then his most recent project, like, yeah, that was better than past 2 projects.
I feel like
Crash Talk and Blank Face.
Definitely J-Rock shit. Like, before, out of the whole group, I think J-Rock was the one that was like in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like Absol.
He was the first person I heard from.
Schoolboy, Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, J-Rock has been around, but like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else was just popping off. You know what I'm saying? And then as of now, like J-Rock, I feel like his shit is up to date. You know what I'm saying? He dropped that shit with J. Cole. I feel like all his new shit, he's got some bangers in, you know what I mean? He's got some projects into where he's keeping up now. You know what I'm saying? As of when they first started, but
when he first did start, that nigga got into like a major fucking motorcycle accident and was all fucked up for a minute, so I kind of understand that. But yeah, I would have to say fucking Q, dog. Like, I'm sorry, as of the past 2 albums, you've been making good music, but you're not like showing me anything more. So I'm kind of like, yeah, nigga, you're not really doing too much different. Like, I've seen what you can do, and I've seen what you can do on a high caliber.
I mean, he tried to have 3 albums in a row or 3 projects in a row that were basically the same concept, just named different. Habits and Contradictions, Oxymoron, and some other one that, and even in
Blank
interviews, he was just basically saying like, I was just trying to come up with a name that's kind of similar to me, just kind of saying, it's basically the same as oxymoron, It's like, okay,
Yep.
well, at least, he's honest about it, because it does feel like this is just like the sequel. If there are movies, it's like, it's all the same shit
Yeah.
with progression. I'm not saying like he hasn't gotten better.
He has, but there's just, I mean, be honest, as far as Ab-Soul goes, like I know his potential.
Mm-hmm.
J-Rock, like I feel like I'm learning more about this fucking guy every time he drops, a new song. And Kendrick, fuck man, that's like my favorite artist.
I know. I knew if I threw like Kendrick in there, you'd be like, no, I can't get rid of Kendrick.
But all right, then let's talk about the new TDE niggas.
I can't give the best.
Isaiah Rashad, SZA, Lance Skywalker. Out of the two, you got two.
Lance Skywalker. Goodbye.
Two.
He's
Two.
Damn.
Because I know Lance Skywalker has only put out like one project, so I feel like he's automatically gonna go. But to make it, a little more difficult and not so easy, we'll say two artists got to go.
I can't throw out
Reason's got to go
within
because SZA and Isaiah Rashad, like they're just both like already shown what they can do. Reason, he's definitely got hella potential, but if you're forcing me to pick two, I have to go with Reason because he hasn't shown enough yet.
No, I'm just kidding. Damn, bro, that shit hurt.
I know it hurt. I know it hurt. Fucking, I know Infamy. Like, damn, bro. But the bars, fuck singing.
I'm
Fuck singing.
on the
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
see, I can't stand you R&B niggas.
I'm like, sorry.
Come on. Sorry.
Lance Skywalker and SZA would have to be the two. SZA, I really like her music, but there's nothing there's some shit that I go back to, but not as much. And
you're not an R&B
like
nigga. I understand.
I feel like she takes a lot more time with her music, and it's going to take a lot more for pretty much comparing value.
Honestly, I could probably throw out the same shit as you because I wouldn't be surprised if SZA like doesn't try to put out music for years at this point. I've been noticed. Have you guys noticed that there's like a trend, like if an artist blows up fast enough and big enough that they just kind of play it cool and then they don't try to release music, almost to the point where it's like they try to just go right into retirement. Like SZA,
I want to blow that buzz, right?
Fucking Lil Uzi Vert. What's another one?
There's a lot of artists that have done it. Yeah. But it is mostly I would say it's a lot more R&B, people that blow up really big off of one album. I know another person you guys probably not think of, but Young M.A. It took her forever to put out a project.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's true.
And the one thing I will give to Young M.A., like I actually will go ahead and say I'm a Young M.A. fan. Like she does make cool music, but she literally said, they're like, why didn't you put out an album? She's like, nigga, I was making music for fun. I didn't know how to do this shit seriously. I'm not going to put out some trash. She's like, I'm sure I could have put something together, but it wouldn't be as good as me now, with learning how to structure my bars and shit like that.
I fuck with honesty for sure.
And I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And her new song, Big Drip, is it's something that I like.
I haven't listened to it.
I never heard it, but I gotta check
Yeah.
that out. I'm about to put that on my playlist. On my playlist. I'm gonna put that on my queue list right now as we.
For sure.
But,
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
yeah, I was just gonna re-say. I just think the only reason I would say SZA's got to go is because I feel like in a decade, she's the type of artist that would make 3 albums, if that.
Yeah. And who knows? Like, it's kind of like Frank Ocean, like where people love that mixtape. Was it Orange Nostalgia or something like that?
Yeah, Orange Theory or some shit.
Yeah, and then they really love Channel Orange, but then Blonde, it was like, nah. I mean, it's cool, but nah. At least from what I see as what people think, and those were very far and few in between. That was
That
what
was
that
10
whole
years.
decade. Yeah, within a
Yeah.
decade. So
10 years.
I
you put
don't
out
want to
3
chance.
projects.
I wouldn't want to chance that if I was, trying to pick out like what would I get the most bang for my buck for?
Yeah, because I know Reason is, putting out a lot of music. Sir literally just, from what I hear, locks himself in the studio and just does music all day.
Yeah, Sir is very promising.
Yeah, he dropped 2 projects last year, didn't he?
Yeah. I was surprised how quick he came out with projects too.
And they were him. Like, it's not super feature heavy or anything like that. Like, it was him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he comes up with, and his brother as well.
Oh yeah, D Smoke. I keep on forgetting about the guy, but
Yeah, well,
he's dope.
I'm sure if he had the TDE backing, you
See,
would.
we got some good music in the pocket, bro.
Yeah, but
We
that's
also
the thing
have little
about
pump babies that are gonna come.
yeah. Well, that's the thing about this whole streaming era. Like, you're going to get everything at once. You're going to get the shit with the good. And it's up to you to kind of go through all the shit to find the good. That's why I don't really listen to anyone that says, "Oh man, this year was really bad for music," or whatever. It's like, there's always going to be good music. You just got, not just look at the top people. You got to find new artists, people that are hungry and are willing to like put in the time to not only hone their craft, but to come out consistently.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Honestly, when music was at its worst, is where I found some of my favorite artists. Like, when I first figured out about Kendrick and Big Crit and people like that was during like the Teach Me How to Dougie fucking this weirdo rap. Like, I mean,
The Roscoe Dash era.
yeah, the Roscoe Dash era. Like, that was what was popular. That's what everybody was, making music like.
You liked Asher Roth.
Oh my god, I always hated that fucking song, and I know your sister loved that song, and I was like, oh my gosh, this song's trash. I give a fuck if he loves college and if he loves drinking.
The OM original Macklemore.
Yeah.
Yeah, paved the way.
And still, fuck you, Macklemore.
God. Oh, it's not Macklemore's fault. Don't put it on him. He
could have pulled a Kanye West.
He was mad industry.
He was an industry plant, but he could have pulled a Kanye West.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. The Grammys is all about politics. So with that aside, Kendrick still got hella fucking awards according to you, or one hella.
I'm just saying. I mean, let's be an artist. Like,
you just mad over that one. It's like, damn, he got the most than everyone else. He's up there with Michael Jackson. What more do you want? You saying that last one could have put him over Michael Jackson?
No, just fucking Macklemore getting hip hop album of the year over Good Kid, Mad City.
And that's the album of the decade for a lot of rap people.
Who the fuck is going to talk about Mac? What is the name of Macklemore's album?
It was self-named, right?
What?
It was just called Macklemore.
I have no clue.
I don't know either. I was just making some shit up. I was trying to act like I knew.
No, fucking. That's the one thing I know. Fucking people give Kanye shit for the shit he did to Taylor, but when he first got nominated for some shit, I think it was hip hop awards. It was back in the days when they were still doing the hip hop awards. He got nominated for best album of the year, and that nigga really went on stage and was like, "Nah, Lil Wayne's been killing this shit the whole year. I appreciate that you guys voted me, but let's be honest, this has been Lil Wayne's year, and I'll accept this on behalf of Lil Wayne." And I was like, "All right, nigga, that's real artistry."
What year did what year did Good Kid, Mad City come out? 2012.
Yeah, 12 or 13.
And I'm looking. I mean, I don't know if this was the one that actually won, but I'm looking at Macklemore albums, and the one that came out in 2012 was called The Heist. Ironically, ooh, just let that shit burn.
Okay.
That shit is not okay.
Oh shit! Good City, Mad Kid. Damn.
No, but look, Seattle got some talent, bro. If
who was talking about Seattle?
I don't know. I don't know how we got to
that's what.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like surprised that you brought it up. Like we was just talking about Seattle. Okay, put us on game because I want to know who's good in Seattle.
Okay, because I see like Macklemore Bow. There's actually
he's from Seattle.
Seattle, they got said.
I think David Rose is from Seattle.
Okay. See, I didn't know that was my ignorance.
Freddie Grips, like 1,000 years ago.
Like how is Macklemore the face of Seattle? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand he blew up.
When I see Macklemore,
when he started his
I don't see him as a king of Seattle.
You know what I mean?
Look, Macklemore, obviously,
definitely just the face. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's fucked up? Put it like this: how many thousands of times better is Ja Rule than Macklemore?
Oh yeah, I definitely put Ja over Macklemore.
And it's not a close race.
Yeah.
He said I'll put Ja over.
But let's be honest. Macklemore is an industry plant, but Macklemore, when you listen to the music, very lyrical, very like strategic rhyming.
He's got
Not
some deep
Oh,
shit.
I thought I was gay. When I was in third grade. I was like, what if I'm gay? Wow. Lyrical capability. God, put him on the track with Joyner Lucas and M. Fuck.
Shit. I feel like that's a trend. There's a trend.
Come on, every lyrical artist has their rhymes that aren't really like impressive.
Yeah, I definitely. That's one of my favorite things is to go through and be like, oh, this is some of my favorite artists' worst rhymes. But normally you see where it's going, but it just doesn't age well.
Yeah.
Or it just didn't really work. Like fucking Fabulous. That nigga said, damn girl, all we do is fucking argue. Get it? Fucking argue.
Okay.
Fab
or Jaw?
Fab or Jaw?
Fab? Nigga, 1,000 times. Jaw. Get the fuck out of here. Fabulous is
okay, good.
I put some respect on the Fabulous name, nigga.
Huh.
God.
F to the A.
They can't breathe.
To me, Fabulous was holding it down as like the original Drake for a minute. You know, and then then over the years he became like more respected as an MC.
And let's not act like he didn't make a classic song with fucking E40 when he was first coming out. That automatic, systematic, that shit was cold.
Yeah. That even just like looking back, it's like that was a duo that just didn't even make sense at the time, but I'm glad that it happened.
Nigga said,
Yeah,
ghetto
what are you
F
doing over
A
here?
breeze, F A leezy. These niggas mad because I F they breezies. My God.
Oh,
She was cold,
But-
son.
Yeah, and they can't breathe. Like fucking that shit was cold.
Oh
He said, I
yeah,
got these-
they
video?
sampled Infamy
oh,
on the beat.
Yeah.
The
Easy.
the part where you hear "oh" in the back
Yeah.
of Breathe. Yeah, that was Infamy.
The shit that kills me is he's like, I got this watch on and I got these haters looking at me like they choking on a chicken bone. And every bitch I'm on can't leave the dick alone. Sir.
oh shit.
But no, every artist has definitely had some bad bars, but no. I'm not giving Macklemore a pass. That nigga could suck a dick up till he hiccup.
It's funny that you say that because I'm just over here thinking like Macklemore might be like one of the nicest guys ever.
Did he apologize?
Nice.
Once he apologizes.
Okay, let me look that up. Macklemore
So
apologize.
actually there's an artist named Raz. I don't know if you
Razzmatazz?
Raz Simone. He's from Seattle, bro. Got some heat. Privilege and shit, but the music. You know what I'm saying? He actually was on tour with Mozzie, and they have
that's why I
a
didn't hear
whole
about
album
him.
together.
I'm just playing. That's so cool.
Apparently, Macklemore
dope.
text Kendrick apologizing, then posted up the text, and Drake called it whack as fuck. You should have just took your W and left. So, yeah.
Nope, still fuck you. I didn't feel sincere enough. But no, if you guys have some free time or you have something interesting, the fans or whatever want to do, Vice has actually been having this really cool series on YouTube, which just pretty much goes through gangster rap or, drill music of, different countries. So they go to London, really start talking about the grime scene and how grime has evolved into this other scene and, how these artists are trying to make money when they're being banned from doing shows because their music's too raunchy or they promote violence. The one cool one that I just recently seen was these kids in Australia that are making like drill rap. That's not bad at all. And then I seen this gangster rapper from fucking Poland, crazy ass white dude, who's apparently been a really popular gangster rapper. And this nigga was over here shooting guns, snorting coke, fucking mashing in a fucking Porsche, going like 130 miles per hour, like just fucking wild. But I think it's just kind of cool seeing how music is in different countries and how hip hop's definitely influenced the world.
Well, until I see someone in Thailand make something, I don't know.
I guarantee you that will be on Viceland.
I want to see someone
There's got to be Thailand.
I want to see a Dutch rolling a Dutch, talking some gangsta ass shit. Some Swedish gangster rapper. That's what I'm trying to see.
Definitely, that has to be out there.
But I am curious about the Australian one.
The Australian one was actually cooler. They did something that seemed similar to grime, just because the accents, the English accent and the Australian accent are kind of similar.
Fucking racist.
Okay. But I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to let you rock. Like, all right. But no, from the sound, I was like, okay, this is the first time where I was like, okay, this shit's kind of cool. Because the other Australian or the Polish one, this dude was just like making party rap, talking about like, I like to shoot guns, I like to fuck, I like to snort coke. Oh my God. and then
You ready for that?
Holy shit!
Are you ready?
God, that's gonna be the name of this episode. You ready for that? I feel like
I'm sorry, that was like the standout lyric.
I still thought waking up with my nose bleeding was the standout lyric.
No, it
When
was
the bottle's on, then I'm leaving. But I still woke up with my nose bleeding. Like,
but
sir,
him saying you ready for that after some crazy shit is fucking ridiculous on so many levels. It's like
$30 pill, get high for 3 days. Are you ready for that?
no, never.
I'll never be ready for that.
Too late.
Never.
It was in you. It was in your orange juice.
I'm like,
Have
shit,
fun.
nigga. I'm like, matter of fact, can I take like an eighth of that and just be high for like 3, maybe 4 hours? That's online.
Nope.
You said it's 3.
Fuck that.
Like,
Dog, we could just go to Starbucks. It's up the street, dog.
can you imagine being high as like all living hell, tweaking high and trying to like order some food because you haven't eaten in 2.5 days?
Yeah.
That would be a problem. don't
You-
let you like
you
run
fuck
out of
around-
toilet paper.
You fuck around, try to put in a delivery, but go pick it up yourself.
Said, fuck, man. They said it's gonna be
Like with
minutes
my
before they
food
get
ready.
there. Fuck, nigga, I bet you I could beat them. I'm gonna race them. It's like your crackhead ass is just running to the fucking. You
On
run
foot?
to the restaurant and run back on foot just to see if you could beat him. You're like, I'll get there and back before this nigga easily. Let me put on my chunkless. This nigga running down the street in chunkless. Full speed.
Flip flopping.
Taking it mad serious with every stride. The nigga's really going.
Yeah, these people tweaking, bro. I can't fuck with it. Not 3 days tweaking. No.
I mean, I'm gonna have to send you guys the song. I mean, I read you some of the lyrics, but
I'm surprised.
heard
I'm
it.
surprised that your baby
Yeah,
mom was just like really fucking with it. That's what's
It's
really
just-
killing me.
it's a Bay Area nigga. Like, I don't know how niggas get leeway. It's like, oh, you make music in the Bay and you get, I mean, somewhat of a name. They're just rocking
You
with you off of
take
that.
your girl to this guy's concert and then fucking he's rapping and all. He's like, "Are you ready for that? Yes. Are you ready for that? Yes."
I can't imagine a person that woke up with his nose bleeding giving a good concert. That might
His
be-
nose was bleeding on the paper as he was writing it down.
Wait, you know how rappers used to talk about how like the pen leaks on the sheet that came the rhymes and you know what I mean? That nigga's like the blood from my nose leak on the paper that demonstrate. Oh my god.
Fucking Shakespeare.
But no, quick subject. Have you guys ever seen an artist and you're like, yo, this is the worst performance ever that I've seen?
Live?
Yeah, have you seen somebody do a live performance and you're like, yo, this is terrible?
Yeah. It was an opener at, let me put a disclaimer. My girl dragged me to this show. It was an opener for a Baby Bash concert.
Baby Bash or Jaw.
Look, bro, I'm not trying to fight today. I'm a grown ass man. All right, don't try to throw out fighting words.
I'm just saying, who was the opener? Ja Rule?
No, it was some random like white boys that were trying to do like a pop club beat mixed with rap, and they like hired girls to be dancing in the background, and
Oh my god!
no one on the stage looked clean. I'll put it that way.
God.
Oh shit!
But yeah, I was just watching this whole time, like, wow, who's really buying like the music for this or the merch? Like, I don't know anyone. And they started off their performance like talking shit about the club promoter or something like that, like saying like, "Yo, the club promoter was over here trying to swindle us about us selling these tickets when we should be making money off of this." Blah 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 blah. So just before we start, I want y'all just give some noise to say "fuck the promoter" or something like that. I'm like, damn dog, y'all just starting off spicy.
Okay. What about you, Infamy? What's your worst performance?
Worst performance. I've actually had some good concerts with some pretty decent artists, and I've ran into some whack shit before. But I think I've heard some people trying to rap.
Come on, dog. You know that there were some openers that weren't cracking.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know.
All right. I guess you could think about it. I got two that I could think of. I went to go see a Yuck Mouth concert 1,000 years ago, and everybody who opened, there was 3 different openers, right? And it even got to a point where Yuck Mouth himself was like, I seen him watching the shit, and he's like, "This is terrible." Need you mind, like nobody came to go see Yuck Mouth. And he later in the show he performed like 4 songs and then hopped off talking shit about how nobody came to show love and tried to say niggas smell like they've been eating booty. But the 3 performers, they all had one song. And you know what beat they all used?
What?
Mm.
The I Got 5 on It beat.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of them made different. One person, they tried to like go on with having I Got 5 on It, like be the chorus, but the other 2 people used the same beat and tried to make a different song.
When getting beats off the internet goes wrong.
Yo, and niggas were absolutely terrible. And like I said, the first 3 songs were I Got 5 on It. And it's like, dude, this is the most classic of his songs. And you're not paying homage by, you know what I mean, doing that. It's just not it.
Yeah.
How bad that shit sounded.
And then the worst performance I ever seen, The Incredible True Story. I went to go see it for the first time in San Francisco. I thought it was super dope. And then I heard that he had a secret showing, or was doing a secret show, general admission for The Incredible True Story, again in San Jose, at San Jose State. So I'm going to go check it. I'm going to go get the tickets. And
so you're going to a concert the second time of the same artist performing the same music.
First time. Yeah. The first concert was dope. Dizzy Wright was the opener.
Yes.
It was cool.
I was there, dog. I think I seen you, bruh.
But
were you on top? Were you on top? on the top?
I dead ass was on the top. What the fuck?
Fucking seen you, dog. I seen you, bro. Were you with a girl? Were you with a girl, dog?
That was next to me that was talking to me. But
he was like, "Oh, that nigga."
Oh, you was in the front on top. I seen you, dog.
This nigga's
wow. Okay, I was at the bottom, but, and then fucking Lil Dicky popped out of nowhere and shit.
Oh, that nigga got no love. But
wow.
No, then
look how small this world is. Sorry.
Right. Go. I'm looking up and I'm like, wait, Vince Staples is the opener. And I'm like, dog, I was just trying to get Vince Staples tickets, but all of his tickets for his tour concert sold out mad fast. So I'm like, okay, Logic and Vince Staples. I'm like, this is dope. I'm damn near going, if like Logic's cool, but $30 to see Logic and Vince Staples, that's fucking dope. So go there, right? All general admission, everybody standing there. You know, you get kind of close to the stage. here comes Vince. Vince is a terrible performer, but I feel bad for him because this nigga's asthma got to him so bad. He's like, yo, if you guys could quit smoking, you know what I mean? Because the smoke's all in the air, and then you guys are going to fuck up my lungs, and then I'm going to motherfucking be over here passed out and going to be the one that have to deal with it. I'm the one over here trying to perform for y'all, yada, yada, yada. And this nigga really was on stage with the microphone in his hand and his inhaler at the same time, rapping, then taking a hit of his inhaler. He's like, I wake up feeling like I am the nigga breathing. This nigga is fucking hawking loogies on stage, just can't breathe, can't fucking keep up with the raps. Like, yeah, that was the worst performance I've seen. And I fuck with Vince Staples, but that nigga was having an asthma attack, hawking loogies, fucking can't keep his cadence, can't do nothing.
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
He even took a second where he's like, between songs, he kind of got down and he's like, man, fuck it. If I die, I'm going to die for y'all, yada, yada. Y'all pay for a good show. I can't be out here acting like a little bitch. But he took a minute to try to catch his breath, like hands on his knees type shit. And then he's like jumping up and down, trying to get hype, but nigga's having an asthma attack. So
yeah.
it didn't really work out too well. But that was,
That's
Vince Staples,
damn.
worst performance I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, I'm surprised I even said, for people not smoke, because I, like, if I'm the audience, I'd be like, yeah, nah, sorry. This is what we doing. I pay for my ticket. I want to smoke my shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're in like a small auditorium, and that nigga. I'm hoping that the smoke was the main reason that his performance was like that, but yeah, I don't think I'll go to one of his shows again. Like it was.
You never know. It might be better now.
Yeah,
go to an outside show.
For real. But I was like, yo, you performing some of my favorite songs. This nigga, who's that creeping? Screen door.
No, enough about that. Let's talk about why Infamy was staring at you.
At a fucking Logic concert, nigga, before we even knew each other.
Oh, I see, bro. I knew you was wearing glasses, huh?
Bro, can you stop being as creep as you are?
I saw you with your thick ass.
I remember.
I was next to this older white dude who's like my same height. He's like 6'1" or 2, and he was the reason I actually went to the concert because he liked hip hop and shit like that. And we were working at Bose, and I showed him the fucking project one night. When we're closing and cleaning up, I'm like, yo, check this out. I like, the way the album goes. And he really fucked with it. And he's like, yeah, dog, I'm going to buy some fucking tickets so we can go see it. But I'm going to, get you a ticket because this is my first rap concert. And you're black, so you're kind of my protection. I'm like, that's racist, funny, and free ticket. So yes, I'll go.
True. For real, though. Why were you staring at him? Why?
I was on the top, nigga. I don't know where he was. He was obviously on the bottom.
Some little dude with a ponytail, mad creep, just smiling, staring at you.
He's over here listening to Dizzy Wright. I got a lot of love to give. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. And it doesn't make it better that he really did perform that song.
Hey, Dizzy has some heat. I got some close ups. I'll send to y'all.
Nigga, let's get to the playlist.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Before we do playlists, I want to do at least one Reddit post. We're not going to do 3 this time.
Oh yeah,
we'll just do one.
Okay. Wait, I need to connect to my motherfucking internet because
nigga, you're not on the internet.
Yeah, dog. No, I'm on hotspot, and I just got a message that said my fucking monthly thing has been reached and some other. Comcast bugging out. I'm about to get my refund.
All
Oh,
right,
hold on. Let me see. Let me just connect real quick. Let me just hit the internet. Let me see if this shit
Nah,
works.
nigga, we all we got is 5 more minutes. Come on, bro.
Okay. All right.
All right, go ahead and read
Let's go.
the read the post.
Definite. Wait, I do got something to tell y'all though. You know what I'm saying? Christmas
All right,
time,
what's
bro.
up? What'd you get for Christmas?
You know what I'm saying? I got a new flashlight.
So they got
So
flashlight?
check this out.
his flashlight got a pussy in
That
it.
shit fart.
Ew.
Nah. So I'm in line. I'm ringing up customers, right? Boop. And I got to the point at work where I just be having fun now. You know what I'm saying? Just be talking shit. And people, people I work with know it. You know what I'm saying? They got to know me. So this lady was buying wine, this old lady. And we have brands of wine, different kind of wine. And she buys a certain wine. And I was looking at the wine and I was tempted to ask her if she tried the wine and
Trader Joe's does
I'll
have
do it.
cheap wine though.
Yeah, they got some quality for some good price.
Yeah.
So
Continue on.
part of me was like, don't do it. And one of the dudes I work with, he pulled up to help me back, and I was like, you know what? Since he pulled up, I got to do it. So the lady, as we're having the conversation, scanning, and it was the title of the wine. I was like, have you ever had Mountain Head before? But oh my god, bro. She was like, oh no, I haven't. And the dude that was bagging looked at me like, bruh.
My cold ass, man. I'd be laughing at the most inappropriate times. I would have laughed at your ass.
I was crying, but I thought about y'all and I was like, fuck, I gotta let them know this shit. And
You ever had Mountain Head before? No.
Mountain Head, that's what the wine is called, yo.
I heard.
And apparently we have another bottle.
Legs.
Yeah, apparently we have another bottle with the same brand or whatnot, but it's called Gnarly Head. So I'm waiting for somebody to fuck around and buy that shit in my line. Yeah.
Let's get to this Reddit
Let's go. Let's go.
Real quick, since we're talking about weird shit that happened, just today I was over at Sizzler. I know, hella fucking random, but I was at Sizzler and my girl, I guess, got the salad bar shit where you could also get like unlimited dessert. So I went over to go get me some ice cream and try out some desserts. And as soon as I'm like scooping up this dessert, I just see like this big figure to my right side. And all I hear is, ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. I'm like kind of laughing, like trying to play it off. And I got some ice cream too on top of that. And she's like, ooh, what is that? I'm like, and I just kind of walked away. It was this big woman that I guess was getting hot and bothered over me getting different desserts. She was twice my size in every sense of the word.
Oh, I got something sweet for you. For sweets. You bet there's always room for sweets, lady.
You always need something a little sweet.
She was definitely trying to work it out.
Me. But yeah, I just want to throw that.
I would have been rolling. Yeah, I would have been rolling.
Okay,
like
so
you put chocolate syrup in your Mountain Dew.
Oh God!
Heat it up on a spoon and shoot it right in your veins.
Oh hell!
That's what we call the mountain spread.
You got a sugar syringe, bitch. Like, what is going on with you? She's like, it's organic. You can eat it after you use it. Damn.
All right. So Reddit post.
All right.
I went on a different Reddit thread this time. This Reddit thread is called Dead Bedroom because this is for people that have a hard time, showing affection to their significant other or whatnot. So the title, sir, what happened to New Year, New You?
I'm sorry, you cut off.
Nigga said, I'm sorry.
It's called Dead Bedroom, like the
Dead bed. Okay,
yeah, Dead Bedroom.
Oh.
Anyways, oh yeah, for the people, I'm getting over being sick, so if I sound crazy this episode, that's why. So the title of this is "I'm the one who doesn't want sex. Advice on how I can change that." And the Reddit post goes, "I'm a 24-year-old female in a relationship, and I'm not sexual due to my antidepressant. Besides changing it, because I've tried. What else can I do?" And she also goes on going more into details saying like why she needs her antidepressants. But I don't know, man. Like, what do you do in a situation like that?
Give some head and hand jobs.
And hand jobs sound sad. She's saying antidepressants.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, obviously she's not going to get all too into fucking and then she's going to make the person feel like shit. Just, give him some blowjobs and I'm sure it'll be fun. Like, oh, I can't give you pussy today, but, I'm just going to give you some collarbone instead.
Fleshlight. That's what I say.
I'm sure the person will be happy about it.
Flesh.
I'm sure in a matter of weeks we'll get a review from Medium Papi about the fleshlight that he received for Christmas. So he will help you figure out if yeah. And if you ask nicely, he might, mail it to you to use on Homeboy.
I hear there's different you could change the top, change it from a vagina to a butthole to a mouth. Got options.
Oh, no.
So
the mouth got a tongue on the inside, and yeah.
How do you arouse a woman that's never aroused? Because that's what she says in the post, that I'm never aroused, and I'm guessing that's from the antidepressant.
You touched her butthole.
Mm.
I'm just being honest. Sometimes it's the shit that you arouse a bitch by doing some shit that's like not normal. Like some girls really get crazy and hot and heavy over like a person licking their earlobes or shit like that. Kissing on their neck is like their shit. Kissing on their thighs, sucking on their toes, slapping their butt. Like, just kind of what shit is. You got to find what is the shit to her.
This ain't gonna work. What's next?
Or you can just tie her up.
Oh shit.
To that, watch pornography together, see what she's actually into, and if there's some that she gravitates to, and work on that.
You know what I would do?
I don't see how she knows.
What do you mean how she knows?
Like, how do you know? Like, you're trying to do whatever you're trying to. You know what I mean? You know you're not sexually aroused, but you're true.
Yo, if I'm guessing if I was her, she probably realized, dog, I started taking these antidepressants in January. It is now Christmas, and I have not had sex at all.
Yeah, she's definitely popping too many pills.
I'm sure she needs it, but at the same time, I like Fat Papi said, you gotta try crazy shit, things that you don't think, would be the conventional way. So for me, for my girl, I think what I would do is just when she's over there all sad in her little corner at the dining room table, sipping her tea, I just come up with bill paid, bam, rent paid, bam, light bill paid, bam. Just all those things to just let it know that everything is all right and get the juices flowing, and then we good to go.
Works.
I mean,
Need a round of applause for them.
I mean, it is. I feel like that's one thing that is kind of like lost these days. Like niggas don't hold it down. You gotta hold it down one time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what?
Oh yeah, if you got a girl, you know what I'm saying. You got
Here's one thing that you could do that is kind of hasn't been. I don't hear people doing it too much, but this used to be my shit. I really should get back to it. But try role play.
Okay.
It's an
Examples.
easy way to. I mean, shit, man. My favorite was. You mean? Oh, you the
Other?
stripper at the strip club, and I'm trying to get some. That was one of my favorites. I'm a police officer pulling you over, and you're trying to get out of a ticket. That
he had the whole outfit.
Shit. I just improvised. Just over there with. I'm over here dressed like Donald Duck, just shirt cocking it, talking about, "Excuse me, miss, do you know how fast you were going?"
Ew.
Or if you're really trying to make it as easy as possible, put some music on, put the lights down low, and pretend like you're trying to fuck at a club after dancing with somebody. Like trying to fuck in a weird corner.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
shit,
like, hey,
I mean,
what's up? What's your name? Don't have any of the
You can
nuts at the
pretend
bar.
to be-
I sucked all the salt off that and put it back in the bowl.
Ew. I don't know what that means, but I hope you're talking about a drink. I hope that's a margarita.
That's what you call infamy.
But yeah, role playing is the shit. Or even something simple. You guys could be messing around and
Alright.
just be like pretending like you got to be quiet because somebody's gonna catch you.
Quit bullshitting. I don't think you're the type to be role playing.
I'm the type. I'm so.
Last time you role
That's
played,
my type.
what was your role?
I was the guy at the strip club trying to get more from the stripper and forcing myself upon her.
That does not sound sexy.
Oh, it got there.
All right.
He said Deuce Bigelow. Yeah,
Infamy.
Bigelow.
When's the last time you role played and what was your role?
A nigga said I was in school. I was in the nutcracker, sir. When's the last time you role played Infamy and what was your role?
I was the role model.
You said this is how you take it. No.
I'm inclined. You know what I'm saying?
You said at an incline?
Oh shit.
All right, Slim Poppy, what's when you're doing role play? What's the last time and what was your role?
Last time I role played, I acted like the shitty boyfriend, and I was like, "Yo, after we fuck, I'm gonna take your car to my side piece."
Really? You don't role play? Dog, it's
No, I
fun.
don't role play. I was just joking.
Dog, yeah, I got that. It's a good time. You should.
The Last Jedi.
No, the crazy
No,
one was
oh,
when
no.
I can't even lie. I role played one time.
Oh
and
shit.
they knew I had a crush on Megan Good, so they pretended to be Megan Good.
Why do I feel like the chick that was pretending to be Megan Good looks nothing like her in any sense of the word?
You're gonna be whispering in my ear talking about Megan Good. I'm like, oh.
What?
Hi, my name's Megan Good.
Obviously, if you're having sex with Megan Good, she's gonna whisper her name into your ear.
No work.
Hi, I was in Stomp the Yard
That's it.
and Friday.
And Debs. It was an action kind of movie. It sucked, but I was in it. Waist
I was
deep.
in-
And guess where you are? Waist deep.
This time you
All
got
this
served.
shit
Yeah, that was probably the weirdest one.
Let the L's roll off your tongue.
All right, fucking A. Can we get to the fucking playlist?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Goodness gracious, I've ashamed myself.
It went to complete shit at the end of this podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we were trying to stay
He was-
serious and
He was a little Bow Wow and she was making.
Yo, I was 50 Cent and she was making good. Talking about, girl,
Oh,
you think you're lonely now? Yes, I know that she was in that music video. You want to know why? No, you don't. Just playing. Yeah, so Infamy.
no, fuck with you.
You go first for the first time ever.
First for the first. All right. I was actually bumping some stuff today, and I was like, "Yo, this is like my shit." But I can't have a track lined up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with "Sleep Deprived," and that is off the Revenge album by I believe.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sleep Deprived by who?
That was off the Revenge album by.
It's Lou Omen and something like that. Oh, Mez and Davion or something like that. It's off the Revenge album though. You know what I'm saying? Lou and
Go ahead, Fat Papi.
All right, fuck it. It's between two. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say "Kill a Cam" by Cameron. Just
Okay.
a classic song. One of my favorite Camerons.
All right. Shit.
oh
It's a
shit.
good song off here.
No.
I'm still looking because I got one. This one, it's a special one. De mi corazón.
Oh.
It's a classic.
It's called Becky.
It's
I'm looking for some of that real good Becky.
Oh shit.
It's Every Girl by Young Money. It's just a song that came out one summer as a youngin', and I couldn't stop listening to it, and my girl fucking hates that I love this song. So this one is for you, babe.
Yeah, there's definitely some songs like that. I get you. My
Yeah.
girl definitely hates the "I Love Thoughts" song by G Perico. I cannot listen to any of that. She's like, turn that fucking stupid shit off. I'm like,
My girl got hella mad because I was listening to Paradise by Big Sean because there's a part in the hook saying like, I always want to fuck that bitch. Thank you, God, I fucked that bitch.
that was a great line. But what else was I listening to? That Big Sean. I should have known that she was crazy than a motherfucker. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that track?
Yeah, the song was called
I can't
Crazy.
wait for these.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, she didn't enjoy that either.
Yeah.
But anyways, Infamy, do you have any parting words?
Yeah. So we are now into the new year and
New decade.
named on it.
You
know
said
what I'm
we're
saying?
into
I've
the
been-
new year, and I'm trying to get some new rear. So bring that ass over here.
And put it in your ear.
Make sure you're in
Yo,
some.
and some ear.
Let me get the tip so I can make it clear.
I actually got a wine called
Sucking dick's gonna be your career.
Yeah.
While I'm having chicken
You feel
and
me?
beer.
He just took the words up.
Yeah. He said, "When you put on pants, I shed a tear." Like,
Latex is what I fear.
That's over here. Yeah. Yeah, while I lost here.
He said, when you busted it open, it smelled like something just got seared. God.
Matter of fact, it smelled like going to the pier.
Ew. All right. No, not doing that.
Oh.
Nope. Gone too far. Infamy.
I was trying to figure out where the line was at. So now that we figured it out,
You found the line. The line was at the beach.
the line's right here. Oh,
Yeah.
It's the lineup. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's a new year. Ain't no new me, you know. It's no new year, new me shit.
new decade. Now the rent
New
paid.
year, rent paid, get laid, and you know, growth up, man. You know what I'm saying? Do something positive because you know what I mean, people doing dumb
Do something
shit
positive because
nowadays
what?
and just, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, do some positive shit.
Do
you know
some
what I mean?
positives. Look at your hands and say what these
Go
positives.
get your little 10,000 and I ain't cutting my hair, but I'm getting my hair braided every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pulling up with the drip at work. So sorry.
I believe
if you
that's
see me
called
with the drip
chlamydia.
at work.
If you're dripping, sir, I believe
I got the clout.
you got the clap.
Oh,
The clap got the clout.
damn. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Clapping clout.
All
All
he
right,
need is
fuck it.
clapping in some cheeks out
All
here.
right. That's been another episode of Fat Papi Slim
you know
Papi
what I'm
podcast. Thank you for listening. You know where to listen to us. You can find us on Instagram. That is at FPSP Podcast on Instagram, Fat Papi Slim Papi Podcast. You could also check us out on any streaming platform. So I'm not sure how you're listening right now, but we are available on all streaming platforms. And feel free to reach out. The best way to hit us up would either be through our YouTube and or our Instagram. Check out our playlist on Instagram. You just go to on Instagram. Check out our playlist on YouTube. Just go to our videos, right side playlist. Then you'll see all of our podcasts and then our podcast playlist, which is all of the music that we compile. Got some dope shit. Definitely has a cool bop to it. And I think it's perfect music for you to listen to while you're having sex. See how that goes.
Yep. And while you're at it, make sure hop on Tinder and hit Medium Papi with a super like.
But I heard the whole end part. So yeah.
But anyways, that's it. We'll holla at y'all. Peace.
Yeet.
All right.
Hey
Gang.
guys, I gotta pee something vicious. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
All right. Peace.
All right, y'all.